Brian Vickers is a former nationwide series champion in NASCAR. He won here at Talladega back in 2006. He drives the Red Bull Toyota. And welcome Brian Vickers to Trackside Live at Talladega.
Mr. Vickers?
How you doing, sir?
How are you, sir?
Good to see you.
What's up, bud?
How are you, Mr. Brian? Good to see you, sir.
Bad Brian.
Good.
Good.
Hey, I like that hat, by the way. I was just talking to a gentleman back there in the back about the Racing for Wildlife.
Yeah.
I like that concept a lot.
Well, I'm glad you do. I like anything that has to do with our outdoor world. I mean, just like
Yes,
Elliot
sir.
does. I mean, whether
Close to
it's
my heart.
conservation
Nothing
or
hurts me more than to see somebody go in and just chop a bunch of trees out of the forest.
exactly. They don't understand the old environmental aspect of it, and I'm glad you appreciate that.
No, I really do.
I like that hat because it was covering his hair because it was
Yeah.
kind
It
of.
was just kind of in the way.
Mine's not plastered like you.
I got some ointment. I got
you
some
believe?
ointment on mine.
Can
It's
you
not going
believe
anywhere.
how coiffed he is?
I was trying to clean up for you.
I'm going to have to jump.
You should have shaved.
Well, I'm sorry. What is quaff?
You got to buy a vial on that one.
Manicured.
Yeah. You mean I actually know words you didn't know?
You do.
Hi, brother. I like it.
Can you get serious on that end of the table?
No. Why do we want to get serious?
Running
We don't
a tight ship
Are
here.
we working hard or are we
That's right.
playing hard?
Let's
We're in
work-
Alabama.
Let's work for a little bit. Then
You
we'll
need to take the
play.
clipboard. You need to take the
Okay.
clipboard and get on this.
Well, tell us about your race car, man. I mean, you're coming back into here, a racetrack you've won on before, and you guys, I want to say, first and foremost, heck of a turnaround from a year ago. I mean, up there in the top 20 in points, you guys have been doing outstanding since Daytona. I mean, really great effort.
Well, thank you very much. You know, I'm so proud of everybody at Red Bull Racing Team, and you know what a tremendous job they've done. You know how far we've come. I mean, you know, going into it, you know that it's going to be tough, but man, that was tough.
Last year, you ever banked on that, did you?
I didn't bank on that. I mean, you know, being outside the top 35 is an experience that you cannot explain to anyone. It is an experience that you have to live through painfully and dreadfully day in and day out before you'll ever understand what it's like. And, you know, looking back and in hindsight, it's, you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I mean, I definitely learned a lot from it. I feel like I'm a better person from it, a better character, and we're a better race team from it. But to see the gains that this team has made in a year is just makes me really proud of everybody working here.
You know, Brian, we sat down and talked with you a few weeks ago, and Ricky Hendrick got you to come over to Hendrick Motorsports. In the first full season of the Nationwide Series 2003, you won the championship. You spent 2 or 3 years driving that 25 Cup car. We saw the win you had here in the fall of 2006. But it's just like things just never clicked in with that 25 group, did it?
I did. You know, I had so much, you know, fun racing at Hendrick. You know, I was so honored to be there. You know, and obviously the relationship I had with Ricky, you know, was outstanding. But it just never could. We never could get it to work with that 25 car. But no one ever could. You know, except for Tim Richmond. You know, many.
Get rid of the 25 number. Let's try that.
That was the best thing they ever did. There was a movement at Hendrick, and I was at the lead of the pack to get rid of that number. You know, we felt like that number was just bad luck because it didn't matter who was in the car, who was building the cars. You just couldn't make it happen.
Yeah.
And that's really what it came down to is you know, Hendrick Motorsports is going to be around for a long time, and I still see Rick as another father. I mean, nobody can replace, you know, my dad. I mean, I've got very lucky. I've got great parents, but I always saw Rick as another father, and that hasn't changed. I still talk to him on a regular basis, but you know, we weren't getting anywhere. We weren't living up to my expectations. We weren't living up to his, and it was time to do something.
Yeah.
You know, Hendrick Motorsports is going to keep going down the road, but Brian Vickers' career is finite, and you know, you gotta, if you want it bad enough, you gotta do something to do it. You gotta go make changes. You gotta get after it. And what we had wasn't working. And you know, luckily for Junior, they changed that number.
Well, look, I kind of want to add to what Larry was talking about. I mean, now that Team Red Bull has kind of weathered the storm last year, of course, you're running a whole hell of a lot better this year. But how does it feel to be the head guy now? From Hendrick, maybe in the shadows a little bit of Jimmy and Jeff and things going on, but now the head guy at a brand new race team and kind of carrying the flag for them.
No, it's a great point, Elliot. And you know, everybody likes to say, every owner likes to say, and Rick likes to say that everybody's treated equally. But in reality, the real world, we all know that's not exactly how it always works out. And it's not that it's by desire or by design sometimes, but, the 24 and the 48, were always the lead cars. They were winter races. There was always a lot of emphasis put on them. They brought in more money. It's still a business. We talk about this sport as a business. In a lot of ways it is. And they brought in more money, and they had more money to spend. I mean, you can go down through a lot of things. That goes for any organization. And that's just the facts of life, and that's fine. That's okay. Everybody's got to start at the bottom. Jeff and Jimmy, and they all started at the bottom at some point. But, there was a ceiling there, and it was tough to get through, but being at Red Bull, starting out, coming on board as the lead driver, and when I want something changed in the car, even the small things, like, if there's a way that I want the dash a little bit differently, it's done the way that I want it.
Yeah.
At Hendrick, that wasn't the case.
You had to adapt to what they had.
I had to adapt to what they had, and now, the team adapts to what I want.
Yeah.
And all those little things add up. They really do. They really do add up. And it's made a big difference. I like it.
Good. It's a lot like
He's the boss. Yeah.
It's a lot like Trackside. We do what Larry wants.
Whoa.
Oh,
Why you got to do that? Jump
very
in that
controversial.
bandwagon.
Hey, to locate campgrounds near the Richmond International Raceway, visit GoRVing.com. You'll also find virtual RV tours, a free DVD offer, and RV dealer and rental locations in your area.